that looks good. Okay, so this is a very quick down and dirty test of my sort of new mobile slider setup. Got the Panasonic S1 on the slider right now. It's tracking back and forth. It's a 31.5 inch slider, carbon fiber. It's called the YC Onion Hot Dog. I think this is the first version or maybe the second. They're on the third now. So it's motorized. I've got it on my slick 700 Pro DX legs with the Manfrotto head and a support arm to keep it from bouncing around too much. Again, Panasonic S1. We're shooting in Vlog, ISO 640, f5. White balance is set to daylight, and that's what I've got this light on here. I'm actually going to increase this output a little bit. I don't know if it's really that bright. Okay, so we're at 72% now. Let's see what that looks like. I think that looks a little better. Refocus here, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, so it's cutting off the top of my head, but that's okay for now. Actually, maybe just a little bit over here. So while it's going, just a couple moments of silence. This motor, right now it's running at 32%, which is about the slowest it'll let me go before the motors just stop. You know, ideally, I think I'd probably want it even a little bit slower than it's going right now, but 30% speed seems to be the slowest it'll actually go before the motor will like sputter out and stop, especially at the ends. So you saw it just stopped. It sort of stops suddenly and then restarts. That's not ideal, but it takes about a minute to make its trip from one side to the other. So now I'm just gonna give a couple moments of silence so we can hear, when it's at this slower speed, the motor actually tends to hiss or hum. So we'll do, you know, about 30 seconds of silence, and you'll be able to hear the changeover from when it hits the end to when it restarts. So the main reason I wanted to get this sort of camera rig is that it adds, especially for a solo operator, it adds a certain amount of production value to a shot where you can have this just nice sort of fluid movement on your B cam shot or even A cam shot like I'm doing right now. So it's nice for that. What I'm hoping for is, and obviously I'm being mic'd right now by this Rode Link, this lavalier here connected through Rode Link. Straight into camera. What I'm hoping is that that hiss or that hum or that buzzing or however you want to describe it, I'm hoping that it doesn't bleed its way too far into the soundtrack. And I figure, I mean, this is about as close as I probably would ever be. Right now I'm like 1.5 arm lengths away to the camera. And so, which then in turn means that I'm that far away from the slider. So I'm hoping that if I can just ensure that I don't get the camera too close, then I might end up with an okay soundtrack to work with. And if I'm using a shotgun mic, maybe that'll end up even better. So we'll see. Yeah, so for now, I think I've been recording for like 4 minutes. I think I'm going to turn it off. Well, actually, maybe what I'll do is, so I guess in this instance, like let's sort of work with this as if it's like a B camera. So instead of being straight on, now I'm potentially looking at what would be an A camera. So I'm talking off screen. The B cam is traversing left to right and sort of changing the background. And that's the goal, right? Is to have, for your B shot, have it be something a little bit different, something a little bit more dynamic than the traditional just like profile shot. So as I'm talking now into the light, which would be camera A, you're sort of seeing what the B-cam shot might look like. And I'm just going to keep talking in circles so that I have something to work with. All right, cool. Thanks.